What up? What up? Top of the top. What's popping? What's cracking? What's good? What up, Alan? Almost say make it today, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was looking kind of ugly this morning. It was looking dry. It was looking very dry. You know what I'm saying? But you know, y'all know I had to pull up, man. I had to pull up and get something going for the morning. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep the show going on. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep this going on. But for a minute, it was starting out to a rough day. Good morning, Rondell. How you doing this morning, Queen? What's up? It was very dry this morning, so I didn't want to get up here and start throwing stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So I had to really see what I could bring to the table because I almost didn't come on. I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? But we got a couple of things to talk about, and it looked like once again we already know people losing their mind, and a lot of people are fading away, and some people are getting their thing called karma. What up, 1090? What's good, boy? Cozy, what's up? ABGBK all day. What's up, y'all? Like I said, we know people losing their mind out here. We also know some people getting that payback. You know what I'm saying? Some people are getting the issue, and some people call it karma. So it's a few things I'm gonna talk about, you know. But one of them is how Stephen A. He said yesterday he almost passed away from C19. The man said he was hospitalized and he had double pneumonia. He almost kicked the bucket. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna talk about that. I'm also gonna be talking about a situation that happened with Wendy Williams, because you know they say that Wendy Williams has lost her mind as well, and they say she's out. You know, they basically say her brain is fried. You know what I'm saying? And it's all allegedly, but it's an incident that happened at Wendy Williams' house, and I don't think she's ever gonna come back to TV. And we're gonna be talking about that. I'm gonna be speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? Because we know people like Wendy Williams. She put a lot of bad energy out there, and people like her, she getting what some people feel like, you know, was bound to happen to her. The same thing with Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? But also, I heard this story yesterday. I ain't speak on it, but a rapper named SADFROSTY, you know what I'm saying? Not to deal with race baiting or whatever, but he was a white rapper, and his name was SADFROSTY. You know what I'm saying? And SADFROSTY died at the age of 24 from an alleged overdose. You know what I'm saying? That's what the street's saying. They saying that he passed away from an overdose. You know what I'm saying? And he was also cool with people like CHIEFKEEF. He was another like one of them streaming rappers. You know what I'm saying? We know we had that conversation yesterday about a lot of these stream rappers. Like everybody's a rapper, and we see what's happening to them. You know what I'm saying? But SADFROSTY was a white rapper. You know what I'm saying? And he was cool with CHIEFKEEF, and he had a little buzz. You know what I'm saying? He had a little buzz on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They say SADFROSTY, you know, he had more than 230,000 followers on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? One of the last pictures he had on Instagram was with him and CHIEFKEEF. You know, he also had a video with a fellow hip hopper named DC the Don, and the song was called Beavis and Butthead. And the video, they say it has reached 1.5 million views. So we see in that game, he got a little buzz, you know, on the internet game. But like I said yesterday, sometimes all them numbers ain't real. But at the end of the day, what does it matter when you got 1.5 million views and you're not here no more? That's what people got to understand. So they say that Frosty had 1.5 million views on YouTube. And, you know, they say he also boasted nearly 95,000 subs on YouTube. And he had over 1 million more views on other tracks. So like I said, I'm not going to get into this again. We just had this conversation yesterday, but you see with these rappers, they always try to stress how many views they had, how many subs they had. But like I said yesterday, that don't equal records. You don't hear nobody saying when he passed, he had 3 gold albums, 1 platinum plaque. You never hear that, see? You don't hear, oh, he had 3 Grammy nominations, 2 gold albums, 1 diamond album. See, those are real accolades. But you always going to hear they always saying that these rappers, when they die, they always say how many views they had, how many subs they had. And I'm not going to I got into this yesterday, but I want to show you how they keep doing the same thing. And that's how they brainwash the people, where everybody is gassed up in the world of illusion, where they think it's about clicks, views, subs, subscribers, views, subs, likes. You see the mind control program? That's what it is. Because this rapper SADFROSTY died, right? But when I read it, I seen it yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I don't know this dude. I'm not gonna say here nobody. I'm pretty sure people know who he is, but they're not meant to be worldwide. You know what I'm saying? They keep them on the internet and create auras around them. But my point is, when I read this article, I'm like, the boy passed away, and all y'all talking about is he had 230 followers on Instagram. He had 1.5 million views on his video. He got 95,000 subs at his YouTube. They just talking about stupid numbers, and this man just died. But my point is that we all should learn from this. God forbid you pass away. It's only going to be about the numbers you had. That's it, not the money you accumulated. And my point is, once you are out of here, those views and those subs mean nothing. They go right down the drain, because your kid can't eat no views and your family can't eat no subs. So I'm just showing you how they jerked them out their deal, gassed them up with clicks and views and subs. And a lot of time the label buy all of that for them. Or the independent artists, they managers, they buy that. But I'm not going to go into that again. But you keep hearing the same thing. Now this man, he allegedly OD'd. Like we heard about Mac Miller, how they sold Mac Miller fake perks. That's how he passed away. It finally came to the light. We also seen the rapper Lil Xan come out telling on his manager, saying that his manager used to give him all type of pills. Do you see what's going on? You see what's going on, man. They basically treating these rappers like junkies, and when they pass, they just gonna say how many followers they had, how many views they had. But like I said, that don't equal money. That don't got nothing to do with your estate. That don't got nothing to do with the property you own. You know what I'm saying? But this is the game they playing. They also playing it with people that's on YouTube. We spoke about this. We spoke about this yesterday for those that know, and for those that was on Grown Man Talk last night. How they making everything about views, clicks, numbers, but that don't mean nothing. You got people that's big-headed. They in their mind, they think they are celebrities. But when you pass away from YouTube, all they're gonna do is say you was an influencer. Y'all heard about the story last week. I didn't cover it because I actually had forgot about the famous TikTok dude. Y'all know about the gay couple. You know what I'm saying? It was a gay couple. One of the dudes, he had a lot of clout on TikTok. He had over 1,000 subscribers. And him and his so-called partner got into an altercation, and his partner choked the life out of him and took his life in their Detroit home. And part of that probably was hate, because he probably felt like he was getting too much clout on TikTok. But my point is, when that man died from being strangled from his lover, the first thing they said was he had 100,000 subscribers on TikTok and he was an influencer. So when you thinking you a celebrity, you're only going to be considered as an influencer. Basically, an influencer is also / a brainwasher. They basically saying you a brainwasher. You brainwash people because they call you an influencer. But a lot of y'all don't get the game. You start thinking you a celebrity because you got a certain numbers on your channel or on your page. I'm just showing you this is the new game they play. I'm not beating a dead horse. This is the new game they play with these numbers that boost people's ego up and to make you think you're a celebrity. They did the same thing with that dude, Brother Polite. Remember? He so-called was the Black Power leader. He had all this clout, everybody, But when he got caught up in them allegations of messing with the young girl, allegedly, they just call him an influencer. That's all you're going to be called as an influencer. If you don't have no real company, you don't have no real revenue, no real assets, you don't have no employees, you understand? You don't have no estate. You're just an influencer. You're not doing business with no corporations. You're not getting no checks. You're just an influencer. When you dudes gonna learn that. You go hard for this internet thing, and when you pass, they just gonna call you an influencer. And guess what? The views, the subs, the likes, they go down the drain. They go nowhere. That's it. So basically, you playing with thin air, or AKA you skating on thin ice, because you think you solid, but you're not really on solid ground, because you're getting distorted by numbers. So a lot of people got to wake up in reality of what's going on with this number game, because this white rapper, SADFROSTY, he died at the age of 24 from an alleged OD. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what it is he passed on, but the first thing they said after they reported his passing was that he had more than 230 followers on Instagram. Like, what does that mean? But the whole time, the boy turned out on whatever he turned out on. What does it matter because he got 230 followers? You get what I'm saying? So he could be, remember, the key word is influencer. So I'm just going to say this right here. Let's say if he was a junkie, a dope head. So basically, he's a junkie that's influencing 230,000 people. That's basically what they're saying. That's why I told you, there's a lot of people put in place to brainwash your kids. It's people put in place to brainwash you. We heard about the slander with Tasha K. We know that's in court right now with Cardi B. Tasha K is only considered an influencer. She influences people's brain. She influenced people's brain to believe that Cardi B had diseases that she did not have. That's why they call them influencers, AKA mind manipulators. That's all it is. They just play with the words. But you think because a person got a lot of subs, views, subscribers, you start thinking in your mind like them, they're important or they really hold weight. But these are people that they're only going to be called influencers. They're not even considered entertainers. They're not even considered hosts. They don't give them no real title. They just call them influencer because they're basically saying these are the people in play to brainwash the public. That's why you'll see most of these people, all they do is lie, or they remix stories, or they always talking BS. They never talk nothing real because they are influencers, and they're not going to let you influence nobody with truth or with something that's real. You're not allowed to do that. You're going to be an influencer if you're promoting BS. That's it. Salute to the chat. I see the queens in the building. Good morning, Miss Playful, the net detective, queen of attraction. What's going on? Helping the vision. What's up, bro? But like I said, you know, this rapper, SADFROSTY, look at his name, SADFROSTY. He was SADFROSTY. That's his name. So he might have been dealing with those downers because they say he OD. He might have been dealing with those downers. 9 times out of 10, he might have messed around and got a batch of that Fetty Wap. You know what I'm saying? He might have got lace because either way, he's not here no more. He was only 24 years old. And like I said, for those that didn't hear earlier, you know, this dude, he was also cool with CHIEFKEEF. So he was known on the streaming networks, you know what I'm saying? On an underground level, he was known. But my point is this. The main thing they said about when this boy passed away is he had 230,000 followers. He got a song called Beavis and Butthead with 1.5 million views. On YouTube, his YouTube channel got almost 95,000 subs. This is everything they reported after his death. In his, you know what I'm saying? It's like part of his eulogy, where they try to make it like it's all about the numbers. But my point is, when you pass away, you only going to be called an influencer. And they just going to say, you was an underground rapper, whatever they going to say. But my point is, this did not always equal to dollars and cents and checks and revenue. So a lot of people, they get gassed up from these social media platforms and they start living in a bubble of a false reality. That's the game they playing now, to have everybody living in a false bubble. Meanwhile, Joe is shutting you down. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you on lockdown and you ain't getting no more money. Your people are being slayed. Inflation going up. While you being distracted by these influencers and these people you think are celebrities, but they not. If the real celebrities can't get no job, if the real celebrities are struggling right now, what make you think a social media influencer is really going to change your life. Or my point is this: what make you think a social media influencer is really getting real money when the real celebrities ain't getting real money? So what make you think an influencer or an underground rapper is getting real money? All you seeing is facades. You feel me? They do the same thing. What do the fake influencers do? What do the fake rappers do? What do? They get jewelry. They show you material things, and that's it. That's all they can show you. They can't show you nothing else. It's simple to crack their code. I'm going to say it again. These fake people with these fake numbers, all they're going to do, when I say fake numbers, I don't care if they are real. My point is, according to the higher ups, the elite, they're only going to call you an influencer. You're not going to never be recognized. You're not going to be able to go in certain events. You're not going to be in certain venues. They don't respect you. They're going to call you as influencer. And y'all all got the same apparel or the same costume. They're going to show you their jewelry, their clothes, their cars, their house. That's it. They can't show you no businesses. They're not going to show you them at no table, signing no paperwork on a big deal. It's only certain things they're always going to show you, and you'll see they always show you the same thing. That's because that's all they got to their name. Is their jewelry, their wardrobe, their cars, their little toys. That's it. And they numbers on they numbers. That's it. All they really got is their numbers. You feel me? So that's the dream they promoting. Martin Luther King sold a dream, and now people are selling another dream, and it's called being a celebrity. But really, you're an influencer. And a lot of times, you're going to only be an influencer of BS, clownish behavior. That's what they want you to influence the people with. So you'll see, as long as you are talking nonsense, as long as you are being a clown, because his name was SADFROSTY, you know what I'm saying? He had a rainbow hair, you know what I'm saying? He had a clown. His hair was like, he had his hair dyed like a clown. I'm just being real. As long as you are being a clown, long as you are dealing with shenanigans, they're going to let you live. When you start trying to do something real and they don't have no power over you, that's when you're going to meet your demise. That's why certain dudes be getting their channel shut down, struck for saying the smallest thing, trying to wake people up, they get struck. But then you got some people, they can say whatever, do whatever, and their channel never get no strikes at all. I'm just giving an example. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Same thing with the rappers. You know what I'm saying? If you're a rapper, you too thorough, you ain't trying to let nobody jerk you, they're going to blackball you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a rapper, you just want to get a chain and a car and look right, they're gonna deal with you, especially if you on them drugs. You heard? But SADFROSTY has passed away at the age of 24, and they saying it was because of an OD. And they made it a point to say that he had 230,000 followers on Instagram. But what is that supposed to mean when that boy is resting in peace? He out of here. So that means he's gonna be a man that's passed away with a lot of views and subscribers. That's all that means. But enough of that. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that pulled up. What's going on, Miss Jones? Mike Flame. Like I said, we're going to make it through today. I didn't know if I was going to pull up because it wasn't really too much going on. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about some things. And I ain't going to hold y'all too long today. The next story we was talking about this last night, also we was touched on this, is with Prince Andrew. And y'all know Prince Andrew, his name has popped up in that whole Epstein situation, you know what I'm saying, with Ghislaine and all of that. But for those that don't know, the royal family has basically kicked Prince Andrew out, and he is about to become a peasant. He's about to be on our level, you know what I'm saying? According to them, he's gonna be like one of us. And Prince Andrew, they say that Prince Andrew is scared. Prince Andrew is scared he will be broke. And he has no more royal titles. Basically, all his royal titles have been removed, and his jobs. So every job he held under the queen, it's been revoked. You know what I'm saying? And they're saying that his bills are piling up, and it's a possibility he might have to pay out a settlement or a judgment, and he fears financial ruins. So that man is scared he about to be broke. You got to understand, he's about to get sued, and the family turned their back on him. So he might not be able to pay pay this settlement and still keep his lifestyle going. And the royal family dropped him a day after a judge ruled a sexual abuse civil lawsuit against him. So as soon as he got charged, his family cut his water off. You heard? They cut his water off, turned their back on him. So he on his own right now. So you know what we call that? We call that he's been left out to dry. You know what I'm saying? Because his water been cut off. So he about to be dry. You understand? And then you got to remember, this man has been rich his whole life. That's all he know. But now they saying that he said, basically, he is scared he's going to be broke. He's shaking in his boots. He do not want to go broke. Because you got to remember, to the elite, being broke, that's like death. Which I'm gonna go into this real quick. Being broke is like, being broke to the elite means death. Means you dead. When you call a black person, when they call us black, they really trying to say we dead. They're trying to say we are dead people. When you hear about urban means poor to the elite. These are all codes by the elite is what I'm talking about. Don't take it a certain way because I say black means dead. I'm just showing you what it means to the elite. That's why when you go to a funeral, you wear all black. Anything dealing with black, it got the, you know, it got different codes behind it. Urban, poor. You feel me? That's what it means to the elite. So that's why you see they always put that title. They'll say the urban community, which means what? The black community. And they say the black community is what? Dead. Why they say it's dead? Because it's no economics. Not because of the people, because of the economics. How many times you heard the story? They say that the black dollar, it only goes through the hood. It don't circulate around the hood. The black dollar is considered to be dead because it doesn't generate revenue for the black community. That's why you see everybody in your community, 9 times out of 10, that make all the money, they're from a different background. And I'm not being racial. I'm just dealing with situations of politics. Basically, it's business. Everything ain't racist or racism. It's about business. The reason why I say that, because nobody is stopping nobody black from being in power in their neighborhood. Nobody is stopping nobody black from buying a gas station, a corner store, the supermarket. Nothing is stopping nobody. It's not racism. It's just that what I spoke about earlier, you got a lot of our individuals, they want to wear Louis, Gucci. They want to buy chains, cars, houses. They don't want to buy no property. So when you don't want to buy that corner store, guess what? Somebody else going to come in your hood and buy that corner store. You don't want to build no supermarket. You don't want to come together with 5 people and get some land and grow your own situations and put them through your own store. You feel me? You don't want to do that. But you want to get mad when somebody else come in your neighborhood and they buy that property that you don't even want to buy. You gotta understand business. It's not all race. It's about business. So they say the black dollar is dead because as soon as we make money, we spend it, it goes to nothing. It don't come back to us. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just breaking down how it works. That's why in your hood, you're going to see everything is owned by something else. Now, we'll say this. When so-called black people do get money, they go into franchises. They might buy McDonald's, put their money into a Popeyes. They're going to buy franchises, which they're going to get the money really back to the corporations. But they're not going to start their own chain of business. You feel me? Like how Sam Walmart or whatever, Walmart, that dude, you see how he started his own movement. He started his own franchise that's around the world, Walmart. That started from a man. But you don't know no supermarkets or no big stores that has a black man's name on it that he started himself from scratch. I'm just giving you examples. When we get money, we worried about stupid stuff and we be into our own thing, what we want to do. We don't know how to work deals. I just said it about the whole social media game, the whole game, period. When we get money, I got my money, I got my bag. We turn into little roaches. We turn into little, you know what I'm saying? We are petty people, man. I'm going to keep it real. When we get money, we petty. We think it's, I got my bag, you get yours. I got this mine, this me. I'm better than you. Ha ha, you broke, you poor, you dirty. I got the bag. That's how we think. We childish. You see, when we got money, we don't think about how can I flip this money? How can I flip it legit and generate revenue? How can I generate businesses? How can I put my people on? How can I help the community expand? You feel me? How can I open up a supermarket so I can hire 20 people from the hood to work for me and they can make money too? And then I can open up another store or somewhere else. We don't think like that. We think about me, my, I. That's it. So that's why we're considered a childish people. That's why we're also considered to be dead, because we can't breathe no life into nothing. All we do is what? Tear things down. According to the people looking at us from the outside, they look at us like we just good for tearing stuff down. We don't build. We just tear down. We just take. We just take. We don't give. We don't generate. You feel me? That's why we in the situation we in. So when you hear about Prince Andrew saying he's scared, he's going to be broke, now you know what they think about us. When you broke, you considered to be dead. That's why you see the hood is the way it is right now, because the hood is broke and it's going broke and it's going broke and it's considered to be dead already. Anytime you see grandmothers, senior citizens getting violated, you see people snatching pocketbooks, it's dude breaking in cell phone stores, it's dudes carjacking, you already know it's already a dead situation. You just got to understand the terminologies that's being used, and you got to understand the game called politics. Everything ain't about race. You was relying on a certain people to take care of you forever. Now those people not taking care of you no more. Now you on your own like a child. Now you are reduced to throwing tantrums and dealing with savage behavior because your keeper ain't taking care of you no more. That's what you're seeing. This ain't nothing spectacular. It ain't nothing new. But you got to understand, as a race of people, they are considered to be dead because they have no more life. They don't have the power to generate. For those that don't know about generator, operator, and the destroyer, that's G-O-D. You understand? People don't know how to be the generator, operator, and destroyer. They just know how to destroy. They don't know how to generate or operate nothing. You give them something, they're gonna mess it up because they don't know how to operate nothing. I'm just speaking facts. YouTube could be used for a lot of great things, but what's happening? We don't know how to operate it. It's being destroyed. It's for business. Why you think when you get monetized, you get commercials, fool? You're supposed to be doing business, but you don't know how to operate it. Therefore, you're destroying it. Therefore, you get strikes. Therefore, what else they doing? They controlling your content. They controlling everything you do like you're a child. Because once we get something, we run it in the ground. Look at every social media platform ran in the ground. I remember when all these platforms was for networking, information, business. Now you'll see all these platforms are like the Jerry Springer Show, the Maury Povich Show, Girls Gone Wild, Pornhub. That's what all these platforms became. Let's keep it real. So that's what I'm trying to show you. Everything we touch, we turn it into nothing. We used to turn things into something back in the days. Our ancestors, they used to take something, they used to take nothing and turn into something. Now we take something and turn it into nothing. I'm trying to show you how a certain people are finished. I don't got to sit here and water it down. You see it every day in your face. That's why I came on here with a little bit of notes, but at the same time, I'm going to speak what's real, because y'all still don't see the big picture. On the world scale, you consider peons, but you think because you got a little crumbs, you got your life situated a little better than other people, you think you're on top of the world. We had a conversation yesterday. We don't care about these rappers. So what, they got 20 million, 40 million, 15 million. When you're around a room full of billionaires, that's chump change. But we are taught to praise these people. We taught to praise numbers, money, like that's going to free us. That's going to make us somebody. When everybody is really like a child, right? Y'all know when y'all got kids, y'all know, you know how you grew up as a kid. When the kid got their toy, and don't want nobody else to play with their toy. You know what I'm saying? That's how we are with money. You got your little money, you got your little toys. Now you don't want nobody to play with you, or you don't want to see nobody else with no toys. My point is this: They know how to pacify us like children, and they know how to pat you on the head when you do a good job like a child. They look at us as a childish people. Why you think you see people, the older they get, it's like the slower they getting. You don't peep what's going on? People are losing their mind the older they get. And it's supposed to be, you're supposed to get wiser, but they getting dumber. You got to peep game what's going on, man. So my point is, you can't always blame people for your failure. You can't always blame races. It ain't about no race. All they got to do is put their hands behind their back and cut you off, and you finish. They ain't got to be racist. They ain't got to do nothing to you no more. That's the same way you deal with your enemy, your ops. All you got to do is leave them alone. They're going to fall on their head. That's one of my best recipes in life. It's called letting somebody take themselves out. That's all you got to do. Once you see a person going down the wrong path, or they going down that wrong road, or they looking for what they want, or they looking for what they like, them niggas that's looking for that smoke, all you got to do is step back, and they're going to get the smoke they looking for. The thing is, they're going to smoke themselves. That's the same technique they use on us. They don't got to do nothing to you no more. All they got to do is give you what you want, let you have your way, step out the way, and you're going to take yourself out like we've been doing. You heard? Party, get wasted. Because all I see is people partying and getting wasted. What I mean by wasted, they used to use that word back in the days of when you out of here. Know what I'm saying? Before they say, oh, he got killed. Back in the day, they say, man, Willie got wasted. That means he got smoked. So now you want to party and get wasted. That's what you do. That's what we do as a whole. We love to party and get wasted. So that's why you see why I'm telling you why they say black means death. Because we live a death lifestyle. Know what I'm saying? A culture that's going nowhere. Don't know how to eat right. Eat food you know gonna kill you. You love the food that kill you. You love the fried grease, clog your arteries, stop your heart, give you a stroke. You love that food. You dig? That's what we love. We love alcohol. We love drugs. Let's be real. We love to party. So that's why they say we live a death culture, because our culture don't have nothing to do with bettering yourself or bettering your life. And we're not even talking about finance. I'm just keeping it real. This is how they look at us. I'm not condemning nothing. I got to explain to you, when people looking at you from a far away and they don't really know who you are, that's how they look at you as a whole. That's what they about over there. Don't go over that way, man. They're about this. How many times you heard about certain cities, hoods, they spoke, don't go over there, don't hang over there. It got a bad rep before you even got to know the hood, before you even got to know the hood, before you got to know the person. It was slander on them. But when you got amongst them, you see, man, they ain't even that bad. They kind of cool. It's all right. But that's how they look at us. They look at us as a whole. We trouble. We ain't nothing. But then when some of them meet us individual, they say, well, man, black people, they cool. They ain't that bad. They all right, man. I like them. You know what I'm saying? But as a whole, we looked at as trash. And when you see the news and you keep seeing all this ignorance happening, it becomes the truth. You heard the saying, the more lies told, it becomes the truth. So when they constantly telling somebody that we don't mean nothing or we're trash, and people keep giving them proof, it becomes the truth. So that's why on the world scale, we're considered to be a dead race, a dead people. Just being real. You know what I'm saying? So you can take it or leave it, but that's what it is. We only can represent ourselves individually. You know what I'm saying? Individually, you're going to shine. Don't get it messed up. But it's certain people in position, they always going to look down on you. And I'm talking to the ones that think you got something, or you think you in position, you better than people. They still don't respect you because you can't even move as a unit. You understand? That's how this thing plays out. So that's my whole point. We at a crossroad right now where a lot of this stuff is about to blow up. Like, what I mean by that, it's not going to really get no better. It's just going to get better for certain individuals. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain people, they got to be taken out like the trash. That's what's going on. And I'm going to say it again, they're taking themselves out. That's what's going on. Nobody's doing nothing to nobody. People taking themselves out. And it's called poverty. You know what I'm saying? It's called poverty. So back to this story, I'm going to relate to you why Prince Andrew, he don't want to be in poverty, because he know he's going to be considered dead. Why is he considered dead? Because his family turned their back on him. They cut him off. So to his family, he's dead to them. Y'all know the saying from the hood, I'm a dead that dude, or you dead to me. That means you cut off, you out of here. So Prince Andrew is basically, he's about to be cut off from the royal family, and he's about to be broke because he's about to get sued, and he don't want that lawsuit, and he don't want to live in poverty. He don't want to live in no regular crib, no regular house. He don't want to live in no regular community because he's used to living in palaces and being rich. So to him, being poor means dead. So that's why I'm saying it and tied it all together. You know what I'm saying? I know I went into something else, but I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Also, what's been trending on Twitter is Blacks for Trump has been trending on Twitter. Trump gave a speech in Arizona the other day, and it was people seen with t-shirts on, with shirts on that said Blacks for Trump. Now, I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this situation, but y'all gotta understand what's going on once again. Y'all seen, I'm not even gonna get into these politics, but y'all seen all the campaigning. Y'all seen all the Trump slander, all the Trump hate, and it's cool because we know all politicians are politicians, whatever. My point is, out of all that campaigning for the one that's in office now, what did that do for people? You know what I'm saying? People was going so hard, talking so much smack. What did that do? It didn't do nothing. Some people feel like it actually got worse. But we neither here nor there. All you're gonna understand is they always gonna play the numbers game. I just told you about the numbers game in social media. You're gonna hear about the numbers game in politics. It's always a numbers game. But you was told that numbers never lie, and that was a lie. You heard? Numbers can be finessed. I'm pretty sure accountants, y'all know about that. You accounting, you know what I'm saying? Hustlers, they know numbers can be finessed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to go too far on that, but I just had to throw that out there. They say that Blacks for Trump has been trending because they also saying, according to the stats, that Moneybag Joe, his ratings have been going down. Very, very down. They saying Moneybag Joe, Sleepy Joe, they saying he ain't doing what he's supposed to do, or he ain't doing what he said he was going to do. And a lot of people are disappointed at Joe. That's what's being said. You know what I'm saying? I ain't make this up. So we see right now that a lot of things are in shambles and it's chaos. My point is this, right? They say you got to look at everything from the highest to the low. When you look up at the so-called rich people, elite people, if they going through it, if they got chaos, they all over the place, they not solid. What you think gonna happen in the hood in the lower levels? That's why you see on the lower levels, you see chaos. Things is everywhere, all over the place. You see everything is messed up because everything is messed up from what? Top to bottom. From top to bottom, everything is messed up. So that's why you understand that everybody's going through something right now. That's why I was trying to tell you earlier, it don't matter if you're a celebrity. You see Prince Andrew going through something right now. But everybody got to understand it ain't always about money. Money can't save you no more. That's the thing. Money cannot save you. Money only just give you a better chance to fight day by day. But money don't save you no more. Especially when that money can be taken from you. Especially when your platform could be taken from you because you don't own it. That's the reality of what's going on. You don't own nothing. So don't get gas. This is another situation right here. You know what I'm saying? With Wendy Williams. You know what I'm saying? A gossip queen. And a lot of people took Wendy Williams' spot. Salute Mr. X. Good looking, bro. Salute Hood TMZ. A lot of people have taken Wendy Williams' spot. That's why when I get on here, I don't try to do no gossiping. You know what I'm saying? I cover certain stories that got meaning behind it, and I give analytics and I give a breakdown related to everyday life. I don't just get on here and start rambling about hot topics and all that. That's Wendy Williams talk, gossiping. And you see a lot of dudes have became Wendy Williams. They got the Wendy Williams energy. You know what I'm saying? That's just being facts. But Wendy Williams, in my opinion, I don't think we're going to see her no more on TV ever again. I'm going to be real. Because a situation happened with Wendy Williams a couple months ago, which led to part of her being labeled as loony, you know what I'm saying? But a situation happened, and this happened, you know, a source close to her brought this information out. And they say that around the time when Wendy Williams, y'all know in the middle of the pandemic, when people started going live from home, streaming. You know, Wendy Williams is going live from her home. And they said around this time, she tweaked out and she flipped out and she started tweaking. And they said a drunk Wendy Williams, she stripped naked and masturbated in front of her manager in her house. And they said this, you know, this happened before she got hospitalized. So this is part of the events that led to Wendy Williams being hospitalized. They said she stripped naked and started masturbating in front of her manager, you know, and then they had to hospitalize her. And they say that Wendy was doing the show from home. You know what I'm saying? And she was doing the show from home in her $4.5 million penthouse. You know what I'm saying? And this was a year after, you know, her and her husband had split. A lot of people already knew that when she split up with her husband, Kevin, she was already bugging out, tweaking out, and she wasn't being solid. You know what I'm saying? They say she was already losing it a little bit, but she was trying to hold it together. And she was going, you know, y'all know she was doing the show live from her house. And they said that's when this incident happened. You know, they say sources in Wendy Holmes said the intoxicated host was found naked in her room and masturbating while yelling out vulgar comments. So she was screaming vulgar comments. For those that don't know, she was talking nasty. She was saying foul stuff out her mouth while she was yelling and masturbating, and they say she was intoxicated. And she already admitted her own mouth she used to play with her nose. You know what I'm saying? And I think after her husband, she might have backtracked allegedly. All this is alleged information, all right? But they say that she was intoxicated and she was tweaking out, masturbating, and yelling out vulgar comments. And the health workers were called. It was called to the scene, and that's when they took her to the hospital. And they also said that since this situation happened, Wendy Williams does not want to associate with anyone who was at our house that day. So this is part of the, what you know what I'm saying? Part of this is what came while having that meltdown or that mental breakdown that you heard about. But it was people at her crib that day because she was shooting from her home. And, you know, you had the cameraman, you had the, you know, all the people that deal with the production of the show. A lot of them, they were at her house when she tweaked out. This is also what forced her to go into the hospital because we have more proof. The reason why I'm speaking on this is my proof that no matter how much money you got, it don't matter when your mind ain't right. It don't matter. Just like you see how they made a point to stress, she filmed the show live from her $4.5 million penthouse. What does that mean? Is she was in her bedroom allegedly high, masturbating and tweaking out. What does the money mean when the money can't buy you a new brain? You heard? The money can't buy you a new brain. You heard? Period. So that's how that go down. Get up out of here, YouTube. What up? Yo, when I first seen YouTube in my comment, man, he tricked me. I thought it was YouTube for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be real. And I shut the video down. It was funny. I had to laugh at myself. I said, yo, that dude was a troll the whole time. I was saying something, and YouTube came and said, don't say my name. Now, it said something like that. Don't say it was something to that nature. Don't say our name. I thought it was the real YouTube. I thought it was about to strike me. I shut it down. What up, YouTube? You know what I'm saying? That's how I work. I'm cool with all the trolls, you heard? The trolls, you can live over here. But long story short, right? Wendy Williams, she got the bag, but she tweaked out in her own crib. And people saw her do this. So according to this, on top of all the slander she did, y'all got to remember, Wendy Williams' whole career was based on what? Celebrity gossip. Her whole career was built off of putting people down, exploiting people's story. That's our whole legacy. That's our whole foundation. So therefore, the foundation you build upon will be the same foundation that destroys you. This is science. Y'all see it clearly. She made a living off dissing other people, violating people. Now she's being violated. I told you, when you got enemies, all you got to do is stay out the way and they will take themselves out. What did Wendy Williams do, y'all? She took herself out. So everybody she violated within the past 20 years. Wendy Williams have been dissing people since the 90s when she was on Hot 97. That's her whole lane. Remember, Charlamagne the God is her son. Don't forget that. Her whole career was built off slander, disrespect, and gossiping. So now she's being slandered, disrespected, and people gossiping about her. That's how the laws of nature work. That's why I just told you, you don't have to do nothing to nobody. You let them take themselves out. You just stay out the way. That's all you got to do. I don't waste time beefing with nobody no more. I've been past that level. You don't have to beef with nobody. You just stay out the way. They're going to take themselves out. Because we see right now, Wendy Williams, she allegedly has been in her home drunk and high and playing with herself and screaming out. Basically, the way they make it sound like she was having an exorcism. You know the movie The Exorcist? She was in her bedroom tweaking out like the exorcist, according to this story. Because we know it had to happen because they also said that mental health workers had to be rushed to her crib. And after that, she went in a medical facility. So she had to get treatment, which means she lost her marbles, allegedly. So we got to be real. The way you live is the way you're going to go out. That's all you got to know. That's why to touch on the story, to show you an example of a person that lived off of putting people down, putting people's business out there. Now her business is being put out there. And I'm pretty sure all her ops are loving it. I'm pretty sure everybody she dissed is loving it. You know what I'm saying? Even though some people got a good heart and they still going, you know what I'm saying, forgive her. But for the most part, everybody, I'm pretty sure this woman slandered or put their business out there, I'm pretty sure they clapping their hands right now. Because no matter how much money Wendy Williams made, she can't buy a brain back. This ain't the Wizard of Oz. You can't buy no brain back. You can't buy mental health. That's my whole point about all you individuals that think because you got money, you straight. But mentally, you're poor. Because the riches are inside of you. Those are the real riches. You can have all the money in the world, but inside your head, in your mind, you're poor. So let that be a jewel for a lot of you individuals that think that money make you. That's why you heard the saying, you know what I'm saying? Man made the money, money never made the man. Because that's just paper to buy material things that in the end ain't going to go in the ground with you and ain't going to really get you nowhere. When you buy material things, that's just to make yourself feel good. That's it. So just know that. Also, moving right along, Stephen A. Smith. Here's another slander man. Stephen A. Smith and Wendy Williams have made their bad. They became millionaires of disrespecting their own people. Let's not get it twisted. That's why they was hired. Stephen A. Smith says he almost died from C-19 and he was hospitalized with double pneumonia. And he says if it wasn't for the jab, he would have passed away. So here we have another example of a so-called man with a lot of money, but he's so stupid, he don't even know how to take care of himself. Because for those who watch ESPN, Stephen A. always get colds. He always gets sick. He always got something going on. It happens to him every year. He always gets sick. Y'all know it. Follow the record. Stephen A. always gets sick on First Take. He always got to take a time off from ESPN. I don't even watch that. I stopped watching that show years ago, but I know when I used to watch it, he always gets sick or got a cold. But my point is this. With all that money, he don't even know how to take care of himself. I just told you about a group of people on the planet that don't know how to take care of themselves. They love to indulge in toxic food, toxic behavior. But Stephen A., his whole job is slandering, disrespecting his own people for massa. And now he almost died from double pneumonia. So for those that know about pneumonia, y'all know what pneumonia means. You know what I'm saying? That means he almost kicked the bucket. If he didn't fight that pneumonia, he was about to be out of here because that means he had a lot of mucus in his lungs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give a disclaimer because I'm not into science and all of that. You got to watch what you say about that too. You know what I'm saying? But Stephen A, he almost kicked the bucket because he don't know how to take care of himself. He always on ESPN running his mouth, slandering athletes, messing them up so they can't get their bag. He was the main one slandering all the rappers for smoking bud. Then when bud became legal, he ain't have nothing to say. He tried to make it like when the athletes was getting caught for bud, they was committing, harsh crimes. When y'all got to understand, the only reason why a lot of them athletes was getting caught with greenery in their system because y'all know they deal with a lot of pains and aches, especially the football players, basketball players, they bones, they joints, they be aching off season. They got to have that medical. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them had to smoke that greenery, you know what I'm saying, to heal their body. But at this time, a lot of athletes was getting caught for having that bud, and Stephen A used to slander them. Y'all know he's like, the weed. You can't stop smoking the weed. He used to always say that. But then once it became legal, he shut up. He didn't apologize to all the people he was slandering. But my point is, Stephen A, his last deal, he got $10 million on ESPN. And his number one thing was slandering. And also all the female black employees that work for ESPN, they always said that Stephen A would never speak up for them or come together with them. That's why you'll see all the black women on ESPN are ghosts. Jamel Hill was one of them, outspoken, she gone. Carrie Champion was one of them, she gone. The last one, Maria Taylor, she up out of there, she gone. She on NBC now, Maria Taylor, but ESPN is a Grammy company. They do people dirty, I'm gonna be real, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Disclaimer. They do people dirty, and Stephen A, he with the smoke. Because when it's time to come together or help his people, he turned his back on them and he let you hang out to dry, especially the females. And in my opinion, I think Jalen Rose is gonna be gone soon next. In my opinion, I think he's gonna be gone. Because y'all know Jalen Rose, him and Molly Karam, whatever her name is, his wife, they split up, they got divorced, but they said they're going to still work together because they didn't want the divorce to be messy. But I also think that Jalen Rose is going to be gone. And also was rumors, y'all remember the rumor went out that Stephen A was messing with Molly. I don't believe it, but that was the rumor they put out there. You know what I'm saying? But my whole point is this. I think Jalen Rose is going to be going next. But my point is, Stephen A. Smith made a career of disrespecting people. And at the end of the day, he don't help nobody. And he's a puppet on a string. And he almost passed from C19 because maybe that was part of his karma. Because he's a foul dude. You know what I'm saying? And he don't know how to take care of himself. How you got all that money? You live in a mansion. You can get the best trainers, the best people that deal with fitness, diet, and you getting sick. But he also admitted that if he did not get that jab already, he would have kicked the bucket. Period. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to get into that whole jab situation. But my point is, I bet you a lot of y'all know what's going on now. A lot of people thought stuff was fake. But I know a lot of y'all see what time it is now. That's why they say, it's the saying. You heard it on the radio, you seen it on the news, but you never thought it'd happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm from, those are words used in robbery. You know what I'm saying? But now it applies to other things. Because people don't believe nothing until it happens to them. Then they want to believe, but sometimes it could be too late. That's my whole point. Anyway, those are the topics of the day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how to give y'all some extra. Matter of fact, hold on. I got something else to talk about. And this happened. This got to do with the crime wave that happened in New York City because my people from the town, y'all already know, this crime on the trains have hit an all-time high. You know, this crime on the train is worse than the crackhead era. You know what I'm saying? It is very, very low right now. People are wilding out on the subway and they are going ham. You know what I'm saying? At a very high rate. And recently another man has been violated. A 24-year-old man has been violated in a train station by 3 young punks. Y'all seen the movies. Y'all always see the movies where they had a young punks running up on somebody trying to rob them. And then the hero beat them up or whatever. That's what's going on right now. A lot of young punks out here robbing people, man. So that's how I know that everything is hitting a low. People are doing crimes worse than the crack era. They doing crimes worse than the 70s when people was on dog food. You know what I'm saying? They doing crimes worse than nothing. That's why I'm gonna get into the story. I had to plug the laptop up real quick. Hold up. Salute to the chat. But I'm about to get into this situation. I'm gonna let you hear how these dudes sound like 3 fiends. A 24-year-old man was robbed at gunpoint inside a Manhattan subway station early Monday. 3 men came up on him and, you know what I'm saying, they flashed the heat on him at 3 in the morning. The victim was waiting for a train at West 4th. Y'all know about West 4th in the Village. My people, y'all know where that's at. That's Rainbow Land. You know what I'm saying? But this man was waiting for a train at West 4th in the Village when he was approached by 3 men. 1 man flashed a gun before he punched and kicked the victim. And then they snatched his wallet. The 3 men took off. The victim was transported to the hospital for cuts on his face. Now, how far was 3 dudes going to get with 1 wallet? And y'all know people don't even have money in their wallet no more. So what was they going to do with that wallet? Somebody please tell me, what was they going to do with this wallet? That's all I want to know. What was they going to do with this wallet? 3 dudes with 1 wallet. And they had to pull out a gun. Do you see what's going on? If this not fiend behavior, this might be worse than, I don't know what this, I can't even call it. Because we got to remember, crackheads wasn't even this bold. You feel me? Crackheads will get their money different ways. They'll hustle for their bread. 3 dudes robbing 1 dude that got 1 wallet. How far was they going to get with that? And how much money are they going to get from that? Or they could have stole that man's card. He might have had a debit card that was in the negative in a bus pass. That's it. But they pulled out a gun, beat him down, and did it in the train station. And like I said before, y'all know the train station was the safest place, one of them. But it was not this much crime going on. Y'all heard the other day about the man pushed the lady on the tracks. Y'all heard about the little boys, the young boys that y'all keep hearing. Y'all heard about the lady came out the subway with a kid and somebody stabbed. You keep hearing about these subway crimes because that's where the low-level individuals go underground with the roaches and the ratchets. The roaches and, you know, with the ratchets. With the rats and the roaches. No said, I'm telling you, this is tweaking me out because we dealing with a whole new breed of people. They beyond humans now. It's like it's a whole new breed of people being manufactured on the planet. You heard? But my point is, there's no coincidence how these low-level individuals, they go down in the subway and they commit low-level crimes. Because these dudes had to be starving to flash a hammer on an individual. Is 3 of y'all. You know, people on the train go to work. They don't got a lot of money. Y'all already know that. People usually go to work with just their car fare, their little lunch money. Nobody's getting on the train with a whole lot of money in cash. So we already know these dudes are sick. But they got away. So we're going to pay attention to if they get caught, because I'm pretty sure they are. And for those that don't know, this happened in Manhattan. And this not no hood train station. West 4th is always known to be police, all type of activity there when you at West 4th. So that let me know what's really going on, that nobody is safe no more. So that's why I report this story, because they violated this man and ran off with a wallet. Also, what happened in Bed-Stuy the other night, yesterday, matter of fact, a 34-year-old man was fatally shot inside his car on Quincy Street and Patchen. You know what I'm saying? And he was pronounced dead at Kings County Hospital. And no arrest was made. They got away clean. But what made me speak on this because my family used to live on Quincy Street. But my point is, this man was in his car and he got smoked. I also always knew that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know, a lot of those cars are traps. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people lately have been getting taken out in cars. We just heard about Wavy Navy Pooh taken out in a car. A lot of these cars will be your destruction too. I'm just being real. Because when you in that car, the girl the other day in Chicago, she was just sitting in the car. What happened? Bang, bang, bang. When you in them cars, to keep it real, you already at, if somebody walk up to that car, that thing is already in your face. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a car and somebody out to get you, when they pull up on the side of you and they stick their hand out the window, that thing is already at your face. So my point is, something I always knew it, those cars always trap you up. Tupac, Biggie, a whole lot of others. Those cars will trap you up. And a lot of people know you by your car. See, that's why it's not cool to let everybody know what you're driving. Because some people, if you got ops, you got enemies, all they got to know is to catch you in that particular car. There he go right there. That's how this thing works. But my point is, you got to be on point out here. You got to be slick and you got to be smooth, and you can't put everybody in your business. Nowadays, you can't trust nobody. I can't say that no more. You can't trust a soul. Do what you got to do, lay low, move accordingly. And I'm talking about even if you're doing the right thing, you got to move accordingly. Don't let nobody know your paydays. Don't let nobody know, you know what I'm saying, when you're going to pay your rent. Don't let nobody know when you're going food shopping. You gotta stay low key. Because right now, anybody could be a victim. You know what I'm saying? And it's called a victim of circumstance, you heard? That's what time it is. So right now, you know what I'm saying, I spoke yesterday. I put the info out there about the new anti-crime unit they got, but they're calling it something like neighborhood safety team. It's a neighborhood safety team where you got the NYPD. They're going to be dressed in regular plain clothes, but they're going to be walking through all the neighborhoods, walking all around, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to be looking for people dealing with criminal activities. This also lets you know there will be nobody on the block able to trap no more. There will be no more on the block trapping. And if you do, you're going to be ran down on. So basically, they're making it where everybody got to move a certain way now. Everything is on lockdown. When you hear about the boys in blue walking around in plain clothes, that mean lockdown. That mean ain't nothing moving. That mean ain't nothing coming in, ain't nothing going out without being accounted for. That's what time we in right now. Like I said, just pay attention to what's going on, man. Keep your eyes open and keep your mouth shut. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But I'm about to slide up out of here. You know what I'm saying? For those that came late, you catch it from the beginning. I spoke on some things, you know what I'm saying, that I had to speak on. But before I go, I'm going to do a little recap on a white rapper named SADFROSTY. Only reason why I say white rapper, because the report said white rapper, but he was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes when a rapper is good and he's white, they like to say white rapper. You know what I'm saying? They exclude his talent. But my point is this. This rapper, SADFROSTY, you know, they said he died at the age of 24, once again, from, they trying to say he OD'd. You know what I'm saying? They're saying he OD'd, and that's what the streets are saying. And for those that don't know, SADFROSTY, he was cool with CHIEFKEEF, and he was, you know, a lot of young boys know about him. A lot of people on the underground know about him. That's in the streaming and all of that. And they said he had 230,000 followers on the gram. They said he had 1.5 million views on a video with a dude named DC the Dawn, and that's on YouTube. So they say he was getting his numbers up. And they also said his YouTube channel had 95,000 subs. And like I said earlier, what do all these numbers mean if you go out like a junkie, allegedly? These numbers don't mean nothing because I just told you, no matter how much money you got, you can't buy mental health. You can't buy another brain. You can't buy another body. So it's sad that Frosty is up out of here, but maybe we just need to use him as an example of how we living in a false world of reality right now. That's it. We living in a fake world where you can have certain things, you can look a certain way, but really inside you could be shattered and you could be destructive. You know what I'm saying? And look at his name, SADFROSTY. That's his name, SADFROSTY, and he went out sad because he was only 24 years old and now he's rested in peace. And they also say that he had a lot of subscribers, a lot of viewers, a lot of subs. But what does that mean when SADFROSTY is ghost? He ain't here no more. So like I said, that's what's been going on in the world. That's what time it is today. And I'm done with all that. You're right. Allegedly. All this is alleged information. You know what I'm saying? Mr. X, what up, bro? You already know what time it is. Hunter Rizzle. My boy 1090 Bori. Roy's tapping in from down bottom from the boot state, Louisiana, just like my bro helping the vision. You know what I'm saying? We worldwide up in this thing right here. What up, Mark? Salute, Mark. Bossy B. What's going on, sis? What's up? Shanta, what's up? Y'all know what time it is, man. Like I said, if you just pulled up, you catch it from the beginning. What up, little guard? What up, Jaheem? What up, bro? I know you've been working hard out there. I ain't see you in a minute. Good to see you. Basic, what's that? Basic Math Matrix. That's what's up. Salute. Sibling Party. Salute. The fam is in the building. This is the For No Fame episode 84 for those that don't know. You know what I'm saying? We on our way to 100. You feel me? What up, YouTube? Yeah, if you see YouTube come in your chat, man, don't get shook, man. Hood TMZ, what up, bro? I see you. Always on the support. Always on the check-in. You know what I'm saying? I was going through it. Y'all know I was lit this morning. But like I said, if y'all ain't catch those jewels early, you go catch them in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That's how we rocking over here. Helping the vision. What up? But that's what it is. I ain't going to hold y'all up too long. Like I said, man, hit the subscribe button. Hit the all notification bell. Share this content on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Share it on Facebook. Share it on, you know what I'm saying? Share it on the gram, Twitter, whatever. And also, you can share it on YouTube. And salute to my content creators. Also, I want to say salute to everybody that share my videos and salute to everybody that hold me down and support me every day. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to salute y'all and tell y'all I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, all the help y'all give me and all the work y'all put in. Because y'all help make this thing work too. You know what I'm saying? Period. But that's what it is. My boy ASAP Auto, what up? I was cooking earlier. I had my head down. You feel me? The Jason Johnson Show. What up? Rondell. What's up? Go subscribe to Rondell's Unpopular Opinion. Go subscribe to Miss Playful the Net Detective. You know what I'm saying? But I will be bringing content. More content later on. Salute American Links. What up, bro? John Shad. What up, John Shad? I was up in here cooking. I ain't see y'all when y'all pulled in. Nate the Great. What up? Mike Flame. What up, bro? Always on the check-in. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Like I said, man, catch it from the beginning. Also, I'm gonna be doing promotions for people. If you want to promote, if you got a brand, you got any type of brand you want to promote, if you want to promote your channel, whatever you want to promote, holler at me. in the DMs on Instagram, and we'll talk something, because I'm gonna be doing promotional specials, weekly promotions and monthly promotion specials. You dig? And I will be promoting your brand basically 7 days a week or 30 days a month. I'll be promoting your brand on various different platforms as well as YouTube. So I'm gonna be working out package deals for promotion for those that want to promote their brand. So like I said, holler at me about that in the DMs on Instagram. Go subscribe to For No Fame on Instagram, and also subscribe to For No Fame on Facebook. A lot of things I'm gonna be releasing on Facebook, because on Facebook they're not censored at all. So certain things I'm gonna be putting out there that I can't put on YouTube. So stay in the loop. Make sure you go subscribe to these other platforms. You did Fresh Ain't Dead. What up, bro? But that's it. Other than that, y'all know what time it is. I'm about to get up out of here. You understand? Because this is one of them days. Y'all have a good day. Y'all hold it down. And y'all stay tuned. And tonight, don't forget to pull up at Grown Man Talk with me and my homie P. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be on between 8 and 9 o'clock tonight. So y'all make sure y'all check in and go subscribe. Subscribe to the fam. You heard? I'm out. 1.